In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the arms for this 16-inch crochet bear. And for this part of the project, you will need yarn, stuffing, and a 3.5mm crochet hook. For the arms of this bear, we will begin with a magic circle. So wrap the yarn around your fingers, reach through, bring up a loop, chain 1 to secure your yarn. And for round 1, we're going to do 6 single crochet into that magic circle. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we'll just grab that little tail, give it a pull. That closes up the hole, and you can place your stitch marker, and at this point you should have 6 stitches. For round 2, we're going to do 1 increase in each stitch all the way around. And to do an increase, you'll go into the stitch, do 1 single crochet, go back into the same stitch for a second single crochet. And that is how you do an increase. And now you'll continue to do 1 increase in each stitch all the way around. And when you come to the end of this round, you should have a total of 12 stitches. For round 3, our repeating sequence will be 1 single crochet followed by 1 increase. And you'll continue to repeat 1 single crochet and 1 increase. And at the end of this round, you should have a total of 18 stitches. For round 4, our repeating sequence will be 2 single crochet followed by 1 increase. And then you'll continue to repeat 2 single crochet and 1 increase, and at the end of this round you should have a total of 24 stitches. For round 5, our repeating sequence will be 3 single crochet. There's 2, 3, followed by 1 increase. And you'll continue to repeat 3 single crochet and 1 increase, and at the end of this round you should have a total of 30 stitches. For round 6, our repeating sequence will be 4 single crochet followed by 1 increase. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 increase. And now you'll continue to repeat 4 single crochet and 1 increase, and at the end of this round you should have a total of 36 stitches. For rounds 7 through 10, we're going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. And when you come to the end of round 10, you should still have 36 stitches, and it will also be a good time to weave in this beginning tail and cut off the excess yarn. For round 11, our repeating sequence will be 4 single crochet followed by 1 decrease. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we'll do 1 decrease. So go into the stitch, bring up your loop. Go to the next stitch, bring up a loop. That gives you your 3 loops on the hook. Grab the yarn, pull through all 3 loops, and that is a decrease. And now you'll continue to repeat 4 single crochet and 1 decrease. And at the end of this round, you should have 30 stitches. For round 12, we'll do a repeating sequence of 3 single crochet, 2, 3, followed by 1 decrease. And you'll continue to repeat 3 single crochet and 1 decrease, and at the end of this round you should have a total of 24 stitches. For round 13, we're going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. And when you come to the end of this round, you should still have 24 stitches. For round 14, we're going to do a repeating sequence of 4 single crochet. There's 3, 4, followed by 1 decrease. And you'll continue to repeat 4 single crochet and 1 decrease, and at the end of this round you should have a total of 20 stitches. For rounds 15 through 35, we're going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. And when you come to the end of round 35, you should still have a total of 20 stitches. And you will also need to remember to begin adding your stuffing and continue to add the stuffing as you go. And here I've come to the end of round 35. I've removed the stitch marker, and now after adding all of the stuffing, we're going to close this up. So you're going to take and pinch the 2 sides together, take your hook, and you're going to go through the stitches on both sides. So you're going under both of those stitches and then do a single crochet. And then we're going to continue to do this all the way across the row, making sure to go under both stitches, and also making sure to line these stitches up so it stays nice and even all the way across. And another stitch. And then when you get to the very end of this little section, we're just going to do a slip stitch and tie off. And then you'll cut your yarn. Make sure when you cut your yarn that you're leaving a long tail, because you will be using that to sew the arm onto the body. Once you have finished making both of your arms, you're going to thread your yarn needle. And I've already got one attached here, and I came down just a couple of rows from the thinnest part of the neck to attach it. And if I can get this positioned right, we're going to take the yarn needle, line your arm up where you want it, take the yarn needle under a stitch in the body, and then up through a stitch in the arm, pulling nice and tight. And then you're going to continue to work along that same row all the way across, under a stitch in the body, through a stitch in the arm, and then under a stitch in the body, and up through a stitch in the arm. And you'll continue to do this all the way across until you've reached the other end of the arm. And here I've worked my way across the arm, and to cinch this piece down, I'm just going to take my hook through one of those side pieces, pull it down, go through one of the stitches, and bring it over to one of the other stitches, pulling nice and tight, and that will bring this piece flush with the body. And then to tie off, we're just going to go under the stitch, and before pulling it all the way through, take the yarn needle through that loop and then pull nice and tight. And now we'll just take the yarn needle, poke it through the body one more time, and this will help to hide that tail. And if you pull on it a little bit to make it tight, just as you cut it, that tail will pop all the way inside the body, and it is completely hidden and secure. And now the arms have been attached.